the topic for today is setting intentions for the new year by embracing your epigenetics. Yeah, I mean, that's my jam. That's what I love, even though I can do a lot of things. I really love talking about epigenetics, but I also want to include that in 2025 and how that looks like for you and what that could be for you. And in order to do that, we kind of want to review 2024 for just a minute, okay? So as we begin to experience the realization that this year is coming to an end, I want to ask you something and put it in the chat, because I see everything, even if it's not until after, but I will engage with you. What is something good that happened to you in 2024? What is something good that happened to you in 2024? Maybe it's a new awareness. Maybe you did something you'd never done before. Maybe you had a great experience. Maybe somebody from the past came back. Maybe you took action in something where you've seen results. Maybe a family member has been nicer to you. What's something that's happened in 2024? Just put it in the chat. Next, how are you feeling about the prospect of 2025 being here? Does 2025 bring up like any dread, any disempowerment, or does it bring up excitement? Let me know below. With a new year comes this familial, energetic knowingness that you can start over again with a crystal clear state in your life. For some, this past year they've experienced anxiety and fear. Maybe they've lost loved ones. They've had an undue amount of stress in their business or with family. I understand. Nonetheless, a new year is a fresh start in many ways. We can adapt to new ways of thinking, and we often begin with New Year's intentions. Today, I want to share with you an empowering method to radically increase your success rate with your intentions. We all have resolutions for January. Everybody, for the most part, okay? We all have resolutions for January. Did you know that 90% of resolutions fail at keeping every one of them for an entire year? 92% fail. Another eye-opening statistic is that 82% of those completely quit trying by February. That's just over a month of success at most. You may notice that I'm using the word intention instead of resolutions or goals. Intentions, to me, are flexible. Resolutions feel rigid. Goals feel rigid. I personally don't want to feel it as success or fail. I don't want this approach of success or fail. I'd rather align actions with values and aspirations, allowing for growth, adaptation over time. Intentions are more about the journey versus the goal. It's about what you prioritize. Intentions focus on what you want to create rather than what you want to fix. Intentions focus on what you want to create rather than what you want to fix. I don't want you to be part of the 92% failed statistic rate. One question could be, why does that happen at such an alarming rate? Why do we struggle so mightily to maintain our focus and commitment to raise our standards of personal greatness and yet cannot sustain or the tenacity longer than 1 month? I believe it simply comes down to our standard approach to setting a New Year's resolution. And it comes down to treating symptoms, it comes down to treating the symptoms, not the root causes. So tell me below, which of these are you chasing? Exercise, money, eating healthy, releasing weight, reducing stress, getting more sleep. Maybe you want to stick to a budget, focus on spiritual growth, travel, or learn a new skill. I'm going to say them again. Which one are you chasing? that you seem to repeat trying year after year? Exercise, money, eating healthy, releasing weight, reducing stress, getting more sleep. Are you trying to stick to a budget, focus on your spiritual growth, travel, learn a new language, learn a new skill? Now, for each one of these, I've researched the percentage rate of the amount of people that do this, that go for each one of these every year, for each of these. And what I found really interesting is that when I went back 3 years, when I went back 6 years, when I Googled back 30 years, back in time, these same core New Year's resolutions showed up again and again. And I believe that these consistent goals represent symptoms of success, that the majority of us seek these every single year. But if we all want these similar things every single year, year after year, then why is only 8% of the world accomplishing their goal and 92% don't? I believe one reason is because all the focus is on the symptom of success, never addressing the root pain of the problem. It's those limiting beliefs, false beliefs, that trap us in a pattern of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Oh yeah, we know what that feels like. Each and every year, we go back to the beginning and courageously attempt to hit our internal reset button. Let me know below if you know what I mean. Do you know what I'm talking about? Does it resonate? Do you ever experience this 2 step forward, 3 step back? You might be wondering, right? So how do I break this repeating cycle? Well, since you're asking, I do have a New Year, New You, I'd say about 90-minute event on Saturday, January 4th, where we'll break these repeating cycles, as I believe it starts with healing the source of your energy through the cleansing process of your epigenetics. Think of it as release and rise. Release and activate your cellular frequency to 2025 and into the age of Aquarius, where it will be for 20 years. Yeah, and I would love to help you embrace this and get rid of the past so that you can rise. To me, the secret key that can unlock all the doors to your limitless expansion inside of your resolutions is through your ability to release the past. And this is the empowering shift that can occur when you learn to leverage the liberating tool of releasing your energy blocks. These blocks could be from anything from an inherited belief around money from your great-grandmother. So now when you try and set that new resolution to find a higher paying job, you easily get discouraged after only trying for a month. And this is the thing. It doesn't matter where you are in life. These types of limiting beliefs get turned on at different stages. So we can have done work and now be at another level where something is surfacing that was deeply hidden when you started the process. So don't hold yourself at fault here. Just know this is the evolution of life as we release and rise. Or you might mentally decide that due to a past experience of your own, that you are bad at exercising, for example, or you could even have an inherited belief that you must put others and help others first before taking care of your own health, right? I've been there. I understand all of this, but this is the truth. All of this blocks your energy from being vibrant and healthy. It blocks your gift of charisma and the ability to stay in life purpose more often. Yeah. These types of energy blocks are the core piece of the puzzle that hold people back from hitting their New Year's resolutions, intentions, and keeping you stuck in this trapped pattern cycle of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Because no matter how many times you set a New Year simple intention, say, of walking every day in the morning or eating a well-balanced diet, if you still possess these energy blocks around why you can't get movement every day, or why you can't eat healthy, or why you can't take action, you will always run out of steam. always. These energy blocks stop you in your tracks, these limiting beliefs that say you can't take action or follow through, or the pattern of creating stories about your belief system causes you to feel powerless and creates a failure energy, which in turn saps the energy and the will to try. So, how can you begin to release your old beliefs? Any inherited patterns and blocked energy around your self-beliefs? I'd love to give you some ideas. Okay? You could simply take action by signing up for my low-cost January 4th morning of New Year. It's an interactive event. It's short and it's powerful. If you've ever done a live healing event with me, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? I always over-deliver. And while we're together right now, I would like to give you some ideas to clarify and create some self-awareness. Like, I'm going to give you a couple self-awareness exercises to identify blocks in your life. It would even be helpful to do this exercise and bring it to January 4th, New Year, New You. This immersion with me, with your ideas in hand. Now, for this Facebook Live, I want you to start by giving yourself this week or over the next 2 weeks of December here, I want you to give yourself some space and time. Now, I know that's hard for many because you're in the hub of the holidays, right? And we're hustling and getting things done. But we're also, I believe, at the end of this year, coming through 2024, what I do believe is that we are more aware of what works for us and what doesn't. So you taking 10, 15 minutes for yourself, that's really quite doable. Where maybe 2 years ago, we wouldn't be in this same energy and it wouldn't feel so doable. In this 10 or 15 minutes, what will happen is you'll be able to peel back the onion on your limiting beliefs. And that's the first place to start, to set and create new habits that serve your highest good. So let's take, for example, exercise as the example for the new year, because that's the number one thing. Oh, I forgot to read you the percentages. Okay, I'll do it at the end. All right, because now I'm in this and I want to ask you this question, okay? So we're going to use exercise as an example. How many of you have tried to set a goal of an exercise routine and feel like you always fall short of it? Right? It doesn't have to be this way, by the way. Let's break exercise down differently right now. First, you have to get real and honest with yourself, okay? Because you've got to stop trying to be something that is not a natural truth for you. So let's begin to break it down. Below, tell me, when do you have the most physical energy during the day? Is it in the morning? Say morning. Do you have the most physical energy in the afternoon? Comment afternoon. Or do you have it in the evening? Comment evening. And if you're just getting on and joining, say hello. Next, what type of exercise, what type of movement do you like doing? This question is not what you think you should be doing. It is not what you believe successful people do for exercise. What type of movement do you enjoy doing? That's all I want you to put down below. What type of movement do you enjoy doing? I'll just name off some. Yoga, high impact. Some of you are really wired for that. Stairs, walking, running, powerlifting, tai chi, martial arts, dance, right? Qigong. Next, you have to get comfortable to take action with your energy style. You have to accept your own energy style and how you're wired. Stop trying to get up at 4:30 a.m. to go to the gym and then go to work. If you naturally wake up at 7, then stop trying to be something you'll never be successful at doing. Let's say you work 9 to 5 And mornings are just not your style. And truthfully, it's a good day when you get to work on time, right? Then it's time to think about what will work. Bring your tennis shoes and skip the lunch gossip line, okay? Go for a walk. Take an extra hour before getting home and stop to do the stairs on the hill, right? Or go to the gym then. Sign up for that Tai Chi class after work. Setting new habits is never convenient. Not ever. Really. Not ever is setting new habits convenient. Not ever is it like super comfortable long term. But when you do try it, at least it's not comfortable when you keep doing it the same way. When you keep trying to be create it in a way that meets everybody else's goals but not yours. It doesn't work. We could apply this to a lot of things, but I'm using the example of exercise, okay? Because more often than not, you'll fail when it's not in alignment with your energy and how you're wired. Because when we try and do that, there really isn't any hope, right? And maybe we'll do it a little bit longer, but things will always be put in front of it because we don't find joy from it. And we don't feel good doing it. Okay. You can, however, take action when you fit new things into what fits your body's energy truth. Let that land. What fits your body's energy truth? If you are a morning person, great. Set that goal to rise an hour early. If you're a morning person who tries to do this, it often drains their energy for the entire day. So once you get in touch to what is your energy style, you're going to go, oh my gosh, Lisa's right. When I try and get up at 4:30 in the morning to exercise, by 1 p.m., I am worthless and I'm getting crabby, right? Like, pay attention to how your body feels at different times of the day. If an afternoon person waits to exercise late in the evening, they might have a very hard time going to sleep, unless they work graveyard shift, and then that would be perfect. Let's continue with my exercise example here. If you have previously had a goal to go to the gym, but something always comes up and it doesn't happen, two things to have clarity around. One, ask yourself how you feel when you are in the gym. Does your energy drop in the gym? Do you leave feeling worse than when you entered? Some people do. And that can be because you are naturally wired and gifted to be an empath. And being in a room of people is exhausting, even at the gym. The other thing that could be happening is you have a pattern of comparing yourself to other people. And when this is the case, then going to the gym might leave you feeling like getting into shape, and this process of getting into shape and getting stronger is going to take forever. And you're never going to measure up to what you see around you, so why try? Those are two very common things that happen in the gym. When it impacts us and depletes our energy, there are those that are gym wired, and the gym feeds their energy. It motivates them. They get going for hours through the gym. I'm trying to help you identify both. What in your life works for you, for your energy, for your body's energy, and what doesn't. Important in this type of clarity exercise is that you must face what is true for you. Really. It really doesn't matter what works for Lisa. You'd be surprised. And it really doesn't matter what works for anybody else in your family. There might be some similarities genetically, and it definitely doesn't matter what works for your BFF. You have to face what is true for you. You have to honor that. And if you have programming, if you've had programming in your life that exercise has to be a certain way, right? If it has to look a certain way to embrace what's true for you, it won't work, right? You have to let go of what you've tried, let go of what you believe is going to work for you, and really do what feels best for you. Okay, I'll get off that. But next, simply pick, when it comes to intentions, 1 or 2 intentions, habits, new belief systems you want to embrace, something you want to do that's gonna give you maybe more courage, more physical strength, more mental alertness. that you want to have happen this coming year. Now, more than 2 intentions for a year and the body begins to get overwhelmed. That amygdala kicks into gear and says, warning, warning, too much change at one time. Warning, warning, stop. So being an A+ personality in January doesn't really serve you long term, okay? Set 1 or 2, all right? Doable ones. This week, please give yourself the gift of time for just a little bit. The space, maybe when you go for a walk, maybe when you're sitting quietly with that morning coffee or hot cocoa, right? Maybe when you're using your chamomile tea at night to wind down. Do this exercise of how you're wired, what you're aware of about yourself, what works for you, what's true for you. Yeah. Become aware of the layers of your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself questions about how you feel in situations. It's how we feel in situations that helps us understand who we are, what works for us and what doesn't. How your energy presents itself during the day. This is how to begin to honor your intentions, your habits, and expand your beliefs as you are on this healing journey and embracing your life in 2025. Because to find those limiting systems that are holding you back, you have to give yourself the time to identify them and allowing yourself to tap into the courage of recognizing their presence with renewed clarity. Because oftentimes, but we've been called differently in 2024, and we are moving forward. No longer can we be fence sitters. And you'll see this in all areas of life. No longer can we be a fence sitter. We have to decide which side of the fence we're going to be on. What are we going to do for ourselves? Because we cannot suppress and move on any longer. Suppression creates oppression. Oppression equals stagnation and unhappiness. 2025 is about embracing this high frequency of the age of Aquarius, this high frequency of moving forward, to allow what triggers us to be the vision of what we need to do to let go, what we need to let go of. Man, do I want to help you. Once you can see these patterns in your life, feel them and embrace them as simply part of your past story, then you can come to terms with the new fact that you don't have to carry them with you any longer, and you really don't have to carry them into 2025. This is so true. This is a true sense of your empowerment when you find yourself standing inside the stillness of liberation. Nothing about liberation is chaotic. That's a pattern, often genetic, that we have to live in chaos to embrace change, that we have to live in chaos to be empowered or to move forward or to go to the next level. The whole world can be in chaos, but that doesn't mean you have to be. There is liberation in stillness. Stillness within, where we feel balance, where we have clarity, where we trust ourselves and we have confidence in who we are. Yeah. That's when January 2025 arrives. That's what I want for you. I want you to be ready to rise. In fact, release and rise in 2025. Release and rise in 2025. Let me help you raise your cellular vibration to this 2025 frequency. It's a new frequency. Let's get your cells of your body calibrated, your energy system aligned, so that you can be a congruent, that's the word, so that you can be congruent and aligned with who you are, how you want to feel, how you want to connect with people, what types of things bring you joy, because you are worthy of having more joy. Let's let go of these limiting beliefs, inherited patterns, even life traumas. We all have life traumas. They can be big traumas or little traumas. They can, we all have them. It's part of life. But you can let go of the vibration and the frequency of them, and just retain the empowering learning that you got from them. Everything happens for us. Everything happens for us. And when we can step into that type of frequency, then we let go of being victim to the world around us, because that's disempowering. I want you to embrace 2025 fully. I want you to embrace the most healing and empowering year ever in 2025. I'm going to put the link below, and I would love, actually, if you want to win a free ticket to this event on January 24th, it starts, I believe, at 8 a.m. Pacific time. I don't want it to take your whole day. You can do it when you're in the airport traveling home. Just get on, all right? Put a headset on and come be with me. You can do it if you're home. You can do it while you're walking. It's doable. It's very doable. So I'm looking forward to helping you. I'm looking forward to having you live. I thrive in live events. Do you know why? Because I'm able to connect with people. And I've gotten to this point in my life that when I connect on a soul level with somebody, it like rejuvenates me. I get energized, and so do they. And so I want to create an event for you that's energizing, that raises your frequency to 2025, where you leave feeling confident and have an increase of belief in yourself. Thanks, everyone. I so love that you're in my community. I love knowing you personally, and I'm really grateful you're here. And I will pop in on my mobile devices and respond to your comments, since the Facebook Live didn't populate with them here for me to go back and forth and engage with you. And I'm disappointed in that, because I really wanted to engage live with you. Happy holidays. And I'll see you on January 4th. Bye.